Good day, everyone. This is Abdul Hamid Sulaiman, aka Ibile. I'm an SAP consultant. I'm here today to show us how to create an item in the SAP Business One. An item can be a purchase or a manufactured goods. It can also be a service. Though a service item will only be relevant for sales. In our previous class, we talked about how to create a credit memo in SAP Business One, which is also known as credit notes. In today's class, we are talking about how to create an item in SAP Business One. So I'm going to share my screen now, then we get started. To create an item in SAP Business One, we'll go to modules, item, inventory, item master, data. So uh, we are going to duplicate one of the existing items. Let's see the items we have. Let's duplicate this particular item, rainbow color jet 5. Okay, let's say we want to create a new item now. We click on add. Then let's say the item number, we input the item number, which is the item code. Say A O O 1 2 3 4. We want to 3. Then the item description, let's say rainbow color jet 9. Then the foreign name, can put the same name as the foreign name, which is the description. The item type is an item. Then item group. The group of this item is rainbow printers. The unit of measurement group is manual. Then the price list is base. So now, the unit price for this item, let's make the unit price to be 450. 450 GBP. Then the next thing we look at this place. We have inventory item, sales item, purchasing item. This item is an inventory item because the value of the item will have effect on the financial statements. So it's an inventory item. This item is also a sales item because we can put it for sales. We can decide to sell the item. It's also a purchasing item because we normally buy the item. So it belongs to this particular item has this 3 qualities. We have to check this uh, this information. So the next thing is we look at if there's a particular manufacturer for this item, we select the manufacturer. So let's say OEC computer. Then additional identifier, we input it here. The shipping type also here. So it depends on the shipping type. So these are the one we have on the system. So we choose one. So then the manage item by. So is the item managed by serial number or by batch? Let's say this item is managed by batch. So, and the application of batch will be on every item whenever the item is moving out of the stock or is coming into is moving out of the warehouse or is coming into the warehouse. So then the item, we put it on active for us to be able to use this item, we have to put it on active. We may decide to put it in active if we are not ready to use the item. Then we can make an advanced definition, like maybe want the item to be active for a particular, from so time to so time, to make it inactive for so time, from so time to so time. And we can also define rules, general rules for it, maybe in terms of revenue recognition or the expenses incurred on the item. Then the next thing on the general tab, we have a remark. If there is any remark for the item, then the origin of the item, the country, and other informations like that. The next thing we go to move to the purchasing tab. We define if there is a preferred vendor for this item, we select the vendor here. Then if there is none, we go on. Then we define if there is a manufacturing catalog number, we input it here. The purchase unit of measurements name. Let's say this item, we buy it in pieces. The item per purchasing unit, 1. Packaging unit of measurements, also in pieces. Quantity per packaging, 1. Then we also define the custom, whether it's custom exempt, whether there is we don't normally pay custom duty on this item, or if we pay, we define it here. Then the tax group that this item belongs to, we have different rates for this item for the tax. So let us assume it's 20%. So if this place, we have length, width, height, volume, all this information, maybe when we purchase this item, this information, we get this information from the manufacturers, maybe it's from the batch, we have maybe the barcode, we have, what is it called? The sticker on the item, maybe the sticker that is pasted on the item. So we get this information. So if we have this information, we input it here. The length of the item, the width, height, volume, and other information like that. Then the next thing we have sales data. On the sales data, we also define the task group that this item belongs. The sales unit of measurement and the sales unit of measurement name, which is pieces. We sell in pieces. The item per sales unit 1. Packaging unit also sell in pieces. We package it in pieces also. So we also input all this information here, length, width, height, volume. So the next thing is we move to the set inventory method by. This is also set GL accounts by. Now, in this place, we have 3 categories. This item can be sold. The inventory can be set. The GL of this item can be sold into any of the 3 categories. We have by warehouse, by item group, by item level. So if the item is set by warehouse, when a journal entry is made for this particular item, the account that will be affected will be the GL account set for this item based on the warehouse. Also on the item group, the GL account set for this particular item on the item group based on the item group. Whenever we are making the entry, the GL account set based on this item group will be affected whenever we are making transaction on this item. Also by item level. Normally, setting GL account by item level is always is particularly applied when the item is a fixed item. So the company normally use this item level when they set their GL account by item level when the item is a fixed item. Okay, so we also we input the unit of measurement name, which is pieces. as we used it before. Then the weights of the item, we input it here. And then valuation method, we have moving average, we have standard FIFO serial number. Moving average is we achieve with moving average, maybe an item is purchased for a particular amount. Maybe subsequently, another of the same item is also purchased with different amount to get the moving average of the item, the cost of the item, the value of the two items will be added, then divided by the quantity of the items. So the average price of the item will be arrived at by adding up the value of the two items divided by the quantity, the total quantity of the two items. Then the next thing we move to manage inventory by warehouse. If this is checked, if you check this manage inventory by warehouse, it means that this item will be managed by warehouse level. That is, we can decide to define a minimum inventory level for this item. We can define maximum level and required level. If a minimum level is defined for this item, whenever this item is moving out of this warehouse, this is warehouse 1, it must not, the quantity available must not fall below the minimum level. Also, whenever we are uh, uh, whenever we are supplying item into whenever we are supplying this particular item into this particular warehouse, the maximum level must not be exceeded. Also, whenever we are making purchase of this item, we should also comply with the required inventory level set. This is when we ticked this managed inventory by warehouse. That means the inventory is managed by warehouse level. But when this is unticked, when we do not tick this place, that means this item is managed by company level. So if we decide to set a minimum level for this item, it's going to consider the total in stock of this item. If we assume a minimum level of, let's say, 500 to be the minimum level for this particular item, the total in stock of this item must not fall below the 500 whenever I want to make transaction on it. And if we also assume a particular figure for the maximum level, the in stock for this particular item must not go beyond the maximum level defined for this item. So also the require purchasing unit of measurements. So that's that. Then the next thing we go to planning data. On the planning data, we have planning method. What's the planning method for this item? Whether it's based on MRP, material requirement planning. This is normally used whenever maybe we are planning to make a production based on sales order for a particular item. This MRP is another topic on its own, which we are going to discuss. We are going to talk about in one of our classes. So MRP is used when we are making a production of an item based on the sales order, based on the demand of customers. So the MRP is used to determine the quantity of material to be used for the production of a particular item. So this place, we choose whether the MRP is used or not. Let's say we use none, MRP is not used. The procurement method, whether we buy this item or we make it, we buy the item. Then the order interval, how often do we normally order the item? Order multiple, we put it there. Quantity, minimum order quantity, the minimum order quantity Then we have a lead time, how long it takes before the goods get to us, the tolerance day. Then we move to the production data. On the production data, we have issue method, whether we have manual and backflow. We put it on manual if whenever we want to issue the material, whenever we want to issue material, manual. If the item is said to be manual, the material will be issued manually. But if it's said to be backflush, material will be issued for production automatically. This phantom, we have phantom item. An item is phantom. A phantom item is an item that normally in the BOM, bill of material, the item is, you can see the item in the bill of material, but it's only its component that will be seen in production order. A phantom item is not a physical item. So if this item happens to be a phantom item, we are going to tick this place. But since it's not a phantom item, we proceed. The BOM type will be defined, number of item component, and other information like that. Then we move to property. The property of the item, we define the property of the item, whether the is a perishable item or is a fragile item, it's a durable item. So all this property, all this item, the category of the item will be defined here. So if it belongs to, let's say, it belongs to this property one, we are going to tick it. So actually, there's a place we normally define the item property. See, item property. Okay, so we can define the item property here. And to see it from the modules here, we go to administration, setup, inventory. We have item property. This is where we define the item property. So if it depends on the type of items we have. If you have a perishable item or fragile item, we define them here. Perishable. We edit all these things, they are editable, so we can define them here. So then we move to we move to we we move to the next tab, which is remark. If there's any information regarding this item, we put it here. Then the next tab is attachments. If there is any form of documentation or uh, any documentation or attachment to this particular item, so we can attach it here by browsing through the system. Then we attach the document. So after all the information are already inputted, the next thing now for us to add the documents. So by clicking on add button. So the item is added now. The item is added now. For us to see the item we just added now, we click on the last data record. So this is the item. Okay. Okay, let's find the item. Okay. This is the item number A00123. This is the item we just added. So we click on choose. So this is the item we just added. So this is the end of the creation of item in SAP Business One. So thank for your time. Please, I want us to watch some of our other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe to our page. Thank you so much. My name is Abdulhamid Sulaiman, aka Ibile. Thanks.